Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the English Speaking Podcast. I'm Jennifer, and I'm honestly so happy you're here with us today.
Hey everyone, I'm Paul. A very warm welcome to all our listeners from different countries, different time zones, and different English levels.
Whether you're listening in the morning, afternoon, or late at night, we're really glad you chose to spend this time with us.
This podcast is all about learning English slowly, comfortably, and without pressure.
Yes, no stress, no fear, and no feeling embarrassed.
We believe English should feel friendly, not scary.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep practicing a little every day.
And we're here to practice with you.
Paul, before we jump into today's topic, let me ask you something simple.
Simple questions sometimes make me nervous.
Don't worry, very easy. How was your day yesterday?
Yesterday. Honestly, it was one of those long, busy days.
The kind of day where you feel tired even before dinner?
Exactly like that. I had many small tasks, but one big thing took most of my energy.
Let me guess. Something boring but important?
Yes, I had to go to the bank.
Ah, the bank. Just hearing that word makes people feel serious.
Right? The moment you say bank, your smile disappears.
And suddenly you're thinking about money, cards, numbers, and rules.
And long lines.
And waiting.
And trying to look calm while feeling confused inside.
So, what did you go to the bank for?
A few things, actually. My account, my card, and also something with the ATM.
Wow, that's like the full bank experience.
Yes, and while I was standing there waiting for my turn, something funny happened.
Oh, tell us.
I suddenly thought, okay, how do I explain this clearly in English?
That moment is so familiar for English learners.
You know exactly what you want in your head, but the English words just disappear.
Your brain goes blank,
Completely blank.
and your heart starts beating faster.
Yes, and you start thinking, please, English, don't leave me right now.
And this is not just you, Paul.
Not at all.
This happens to so many people learning English.
Especially in serious places like banks, hospitals, or offices.
Places where you feel you must speak correct English.
But the truth is, you don't need fancy English.
You don't need big grammar.
You just need simple, clear sentences.
So let's ask our listener something.
Yes, listen carefully.
Have you ever gone to a bank and suddenly didn't know what to say in English?
Opening an account.
Asking about a card?
Forgetting your PIN.
Or needing help and not knowing how to ask politely?
If that sounds like you, you're not alone.
And that's exactly why today's episode is so important.
Today, we're going to help you feel calm and confident at the bank.
Step by step.
With easy English.
Real life English.
English you can actually use.
And remember, this is the English Speaking Podcast.
A place where mistakes are welcome.
Learning is slow.
And progress is real.
Thank you so much for your comments and messages. We read them, we appreciate them, and they really motivate us.
All right, take a deep breath.
Relax your shoulders.
And let's start learning together.
Let's begin. All right, Paul, before we go into sentences and examples, let's slow things down for a moment.
Yes, that's important, because when people hear bank English, they immediately feel pressure.
Exactly. The word bank itself feels heavy.
Serious faces, quiet voices, people waiting, numbers everywhere.
And if you're an English learner, that pressure doubles.
You're not just thinking about money, you're thinking about English at the same time.
And that's when mistakes happen, not because you don't know English.
But because you're nervous.
So today, we want to change that feeling.
We want the bank to feel like just another place.
A normal place.
Where normal, simple English works perfectly.
Paul, when you walked into the bank yesterday, how did you feel at first?
Honestly, a little tense.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in and thought, okay, stay calm, don't rush, don't panic.
And your English brain?
Sleeping, completely asleep.
That's so real.
I knew what I needed, but my brain started overthinking.
Like, should I say it this way or that way?
Yes, and then you forget even the easiest sentence.
This is why we always say simple English is powerful.
Very powerful.
Let's start with the most basic question.
Okay.
You walk into a bank.
The door closes behind you.
It's quiet.
People are standing in line.
You take a deep breath.
And your heart starts going boom, boom, boom.
Very normal.
Very human.
Now the big question, what do you need first at a bank?
An account.
Yes, no account, no bank life.
That's true. Your account is basically your money's home.
You put money in?
You take money out.
Simple.
And when you want to pay for things, you usually use a card.
Debit card.
Sometimes credit card.
And sometimes you need cash.
Real money in your hand.
Not on your phone.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to talk to anyone?
You go to the ATM.
The ATM is your quiet helper.
Until it doesn't work.
Yes, until it doesn't work.
Then suddenly you need English again.
And that's okay.
Very okay.
Now, let's talk about people inside the bank.
Yes, because you're not alone there.
There's always someone to help you.
The teller.
Or you can just say bank staff.
Simple and safe.
And here's an important tip for our listeners.
Listen carefully.
You don't need to translate every word in your head.
Don't think in your native language first.
Just look at the situation
Feel the situation.
and use simple English.
That's how real-life English works.
Now, imagine this moment.
Uh-oh.
You're standing at the counter,
The bank staff is looking at you.
waiting.
And your mind goes blank.
You know what you want.
But the words disappear.
This is where many learners panic.
But we're here to tell you, relax.
Because opening a bank account is actually very simple.
Very simple.
You don't need a long speech.
One clear sentence is enough.
The best sentence?
I'd like to open a bank account.
Perfect.
Polite, clear.
Natural.
Every bank understands it.
And if you want it even simpler,
I want to open an account.
perfect.
This is real life, not an English exam.
Exactly.
No one is grading you.
Sometimes you're not even sure you're in the right place.
Yes, that happens too.
So you can ask, is this the right place to open an account?
Very safe question.
Very natural.
And the staff will guide you.
Now, Paul, here's a question learners often ask.
Do I need an appointment?
Yes, such a good question.
And the honest answer?
It depends.
Different banks, different rules.
So instead of guessing,
Just ask.
do I need an appointment?
Short and polite.
Bank staff hear this every single day.
You're not bothering anyone.
You're doing the right thing.
And just like that,
You've already used English successfully at the bank.
see? Not scary at all.
Now that you've walked into the bank, taken a breath, and said that first simple sentence, something interesting happens.
Yes, the fear slowly starts to fade and you realize the situation is not as scary as your mind made it.
Your shoulders relax a little, your voice becomes steadier, and suddenly, English feels possible again.
That moment is so important for learners because it shows you that confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes while speaking.
Exactly. And once that first sentence is out, the rest of the conversation usually follows a very predictable path.
Banks are actually quite repetitive places when you think about it.
They ask the same questions every day, and they hear the same answers from people all around the world.
Which means you don't need to be creative or impressive, you just need to be clear.
Now, imagine the bank staff looks at you kindly and asks a very normal question.
Is this your first account with us?
A simple yes or no is already a complete answer.
You can say, yes, this is my first account, and that sentence alone is more than enough.
And if it is not your first account, you can calmly say, "No, I already have an account."
Notice how short these sentences are, yet how useful they are in real life.
After that, the next thing they usually ask for is your ID.
And this is another moment where learners sometimes panic for no reason.
You don't need fancy words or explanations.
You simply hand over your ID and say, "Here you go."
That's it. Clear, polite, and completely natural.
Then comes the part that makes many people nervous, forms.
Ah, yes, the forms.
Papers, boxes, lines, and small writing.
But here's the truth. It's usually very basic information.
Name, address, phone number, maybe an email.
And if you're worried, you can always ask slowly and politely, "Do I need to fill out a lot of forms?"
That question alone can calm your mind because you're preparing yourself.
Most of the time, the answer will be something like, "Just a few basic forms."
And suddenly it feels manageable instead of overwhelming.
Now, at some point, you might think about the card.
Yes, because a bank account without a card feels incomplete.
So you can say, "I'd like a card as well."
Or even simpler, "Can I get a card?"
Both sentences work perfectly in real life.
The staff will usually explain whether it's a debit card or a credit card.
And if they talk too fast, it's okay to slow things down.
You can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that slowly?"
Or, "I'm still learning English."
These sentences are powerful because they invite kindness.
Now, here's another very common question learners have in their minds.
How long does it take?
Exactly.
And the good thing is, the question is simple too.
You can ask, "How long does it take?"
Or, "When will my account be ready?"
Short, clear, and very practical.
Usually, the account is ready the same day and the card arrives a few days later
And when you hear that, you feel relief.
because everything is moving forward.
At this point, many learners hesitate to ask one important thing.
Fees.
Yes, money questions feel awkward, but they are necessary.
You can politely ask, "Is there any fee?" Or, "Do I need to pay anything today?"
These are smart questions, not rude ones.
And when the staff answers, you can simply say, "Okay, thank you."
Notice how the conversation stays calm and simple the whole time. No pressure, no complicated grammar, just real English doing its job.
And somewhere in the middle of all this, you realize something important.
You are handling the situation.
In English.
And that feeling stays with you even after you leave the bank.
It's not just about the account anymore.
It's about trust. Trust in your English.
And that trust grows quietly, step by step, every time you use it.
Now that you've successfully opened your account and survived the conversation inside the bank, there's another moment that feels very real for most people.
Yes, the moment when you walk out of the branch and think, okay, now what?
Exactly, because having an account is one thing, but actually using it in daily life is another.
And this is where many learners start feeling unsure again.
They ask themselves questions like, "Can I use my card right away?" Or, "What if something goes wrong?"
Totally normal questions, by the way.
Very normal. Let's talk about the most common situation, using your bank card.
Ah, yes, the small piece of plastic that controls your emotions.
When it works, life feels smooth.
And when it doesn't, stress appears instantly.
So, let's start with the basics.
When you receive your card, the first thing you usually need is your PIN.
And sometimes you remember it.
Sometimes you absolutely don't.
If that happens, don't panic.
You don't need a long explanation.
You simply say, "I forgot my PIN."
That sentence alone is enough for the bank staff to understand your problem.
Or maybe your card suddenly stops working when you try to pay.
That moment when you stand there, the machine beeps and everyone is waiting.
Yes, that awkward silence.
In that case, you can calmly say, "My card doesn't work."
No drama, no extra words.
Just clear English.
Another very common situation is losing your card.
And not can feel scary.
But again, the English you need is very simple.
I lost my card.
That's it.
Short sentences are your best friends in stressful moments.
Now let's move outside the bank for a moment.
Yes, let's stand in front of the ATM.
The ATM is supposed to make life easier.
But sometimes it tests your patience.
The most common reason people go to an ATM is simple.
They need cash.
And the sentence you need is also simple.
I want to withdraw money.
Clear, natural, and useful everywhere.
And if you have cash and want to put it into your account,
Then you say, I want to deposit cash.
again, no complicated grammar.
But real life is not always perfect.
Sometimes the ATM freezes,
Or the screen doesn't respond.
or nothing happens at all.
In that case, you can say, the ATM is not working.
Very practical sentence.
And if you're not sure how to use the machine,
You can politely ask, can you help me with the ATM?
that question opens the door to help immediately.
Bank staff hear this all the time.
Now, here's something many learners don't think about until it happens.
Limits.
Yes, withdrawal limits.
When you try to take out money and the machine says no.
You might feel confused.
But the English is easy.
How much can I withdraw?
Or is there a daily limit?
Both are clear and natural.
And notice something important here.
You're not memorizing long sentences.
You're learning short tools.
Tools you can use again and again.
And every time you use them, your confidence grows.
Little by little, English becomes less of a subject and more of a skill you actually use.
And that's when learning feels real. Not perfect, not fast, but real.
Now that we've talked through all these common bank situations together, something interesting starts to happen when you listen closely.
Yes, because after a while, you stop focusing on the words themselves and start noticing how natural the situations feel.
Exactly. At first, the bank feels like a scary place for English learners, but slowly it becomes just another normal part of life.
You begin to realize that most conversations at the bank follow very simple patterns.
The staff usually asks clear questions and you respond with short, honest answers.
And even when you don't understand everything, the situation itself helps guide you.
That's why real-life English is so powerful. It gives you context.
When you're standing at a counter holding your card, looking at the screen, your brain already knows what's happening.
You're not guessing anymore, you're responding.
And that shift from guessing to responding is a huge step in language confidence.
Another thing many learners don't realize is that bank staff are used to helping people from different backgrounds.
Different accents, different levels of English, different ways of speaking.
So when you speak slowly, politely, and clearly, you're already doing everything right.
You don't need to apologize for your English or explain that you're learning.
Just saying what you need is enough.
And each time you do that, even in a small way, your fear becomes smaller too.
You start trusting yourself more, sentence by sentence.
And once that trust begins, it doesn't stay only at the bank.
It quietly moves into other places: shops, offices, phone calls, everyday life.
That's when English stops feeling like a subject and starts feeling like a tool.
A tool you can actually use.
And as you keep practicing in these real situations, something else starts to change.
You become calmer when things don't go perfectly.
You don't freeze as easily, and you don't panic when you forget a word.
Because now you know that communication is more about intention than perfection.
And that understanding prepares you for even more situations beyond what we've talked about so far.
Which naturally leads us to think about how these skills show up in other real moments.
Moments when English is needed unexpectedly, or when emotions are involved, or when things don't go exactly as planned.
And that's something we can explore even more as we continue this conversation. And when you really think about it, learning how to handle simple situations like the bank is not just about English.
It's about independence, confidence, and feeling capable in a new environment.
Every time you walk into a bank and speak for yourself, even with short sentences, you're proving something to yourself.
You're proving that you don't need perfect English to live your life.
You just need courage, patience, and a few useful words.
And those words slowly turn into sentences. And those sentences turn into conversations.
At first, your voice might be quiet, your hands a little nervous, your heart beating fast.
But over time, that nervous feeling fades, and something stronger takes its place.
Confidence.
Confidence that says, I can handle this.
Confidence that says, I don't need to rush. I don't need to be perfect.
Confidence that comes from real practice, not textbooks.
And that's exactly why we focus on real life situations here on the English Speaking Podcast.
Because English is not meant to stay on paper.
It's meant to help you open accounts, ask questions, solve problems, and live your daily life with ease.
Even small moments like asking about a charge or resetting a pin are big wins.
They show growth,
They show progress.
and they remind you that learning a language is a journey, not a race.
Some days will feel easy and some days will feel confusing.
But every day you try, you move forward, even if it's just one sentence at a time.
So the next time you walk into a bank, take a deep breath.
Speak slowly
Use simple words.
and trust that you are understood more than you think.
Before we wrap up, we want to say thank you.
Thank you for learning with us.
Thank you for practicing, for trying, and for not giving up on yourself.
If today's conversation helped you feel a little more confident,
Or if it made the bank feel a little less scary,
please give this episode a like
share it with a friend who's learning English too.
and subscribe to the English Speaking Podcast so we can keep practicing together.
New conversations, real situations, and simple English, step by step.
And don't forget to leave a comment.
Tell us what's one thing you want to feel more confident saying in English.
We'd love to read your answers and grow with you.
Until next time, keep practicing
Keep speaking.
and keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and happy learning.